I looked around for a moment to see if there was a light switch. There was. Thank God. I whispered to myself. I tried the switch, which resulted in a pop as the bulb blew out, slightly startling me. All I had now was my torch to light the way, and slowly, I made my way forward to the flight of stairs ahead of me. When I reached the top, another long, pitch-black corridor greeted me. This one, however, had doors on either side. I shone my torch over them. They looked old, with paint crumbling off all of them. I looked down and noticed for the first time how dirty the floor looked, and that wasn't the worst of it. There was a terrible stench in the air. It was awful. It smelled like a dead animal or rotting food. There were always places you visited as a police officer where you would wipe your feet on the way out, and this was one of them. There were stains all over the carpet, deep, black stains. At that point, I reminded myself that someone most likely just called us by accident, and all I needed to do was make sure everyone was okay. So, I started to knock on all of the doors. The first few times I knocked on different doors, there were no answers from anyone. I didn't want to force entry into any of the flats. If I'm being completely honest, I didn't want the hassle of the paperwork. I carried on knocking on other doors when I heard a faint noise coming from above me. It sounded like furniture being scraped along the floor. Now I knew someone was here. I climbed up the next flight of stairs and made my way to the flat from which I believed the noise was coming from. When I got to the next level, I could see a small line of light emitting from under one of the doors. I made my way over and knocked loudly. "Hello, police. Could you come to the door, please?" I said with as much authority as I could. I could hear rustling from the other side before suddenly the door began to slowly creak open. I found myself looking at an old, thin man. I could only see a part of his face as he peered around the half-open door.